Hey YouTube, today I'd like to talk to you about the Power Rangers, Sans Ultimate Slayer. Remember to subscribe and click that bell so that you can get all my latest videos as they come out. So the Power Rangers is a bit of an interesting video to try and critique. It's a property that's kind of near and dear to my heart, having been a huge fan of the show during the 90s. The Power Rangers was facing an uphill battle from Go. We relatively have a very limited star power base. We have a property that most people aren't interested in. When you compare this movie to other superhero films, its source material is much more campy and cheesy than, say, Wonder Woman or Iron Man, Batman. Not that comic books can't be cheesy, it's just that when it translates to the movie, there's a certain amount of forgiveness for deviating from the source material as long as the characters are badass. The Power Rangers, on the other hand, is deeply rooted in Japanese Sentai, and then that's in the Japanese Sentai that's 30 years old, and then the 1990s TV show series that's super campy, that borrowed half its footage from the Japan run version of the show, and half of its footage was refilmed in America. So to the die-hard fans, if it deviates from the source material, it's a crap movie. From the critics' point of view, if they don't hold up to the ideals of, say, an Iron Man film, then it's a crap movie. And then, even if they do a good job and do an Iron Man movie, critics will still hate it, but overall you'll get a higher box office. Some of the things that I thought worked well, and I know that other YouTubers have given this movie shit for doing it, was they borrowed from The Breakfast Club. So the initial 1990s TV show was teenagers with attitude, but in all honesty, in the TV show, they didn't have attitude. The nice thing that this rendition of it did, was that they actually took troubled teens and gave them powers. They're troubled people who are good at heart. And so it was nice to see that, and it was nice to see them take a chance. This movie was a chance. We see lots of movies play it safe. When we see a movie take a chance and it fails, we shit on it. But then we see a movie that takes a chance and does good, we don't. And sometimes even then we can shit on it because it's playing with something we don't want them to play with. All in all, I would say that the movie could have executed it a little better. I would have liked to have seen them play a little more with the edgy teen thing, play a little more with they start off with a homage to The Breakfast Club, which was fantastic. When I did my master's degree, my prof would say, good artists borrow, great artists steal. Basically, there's nothing new under the sun. So to come up with something completely original is impossible anyways. So if you're gonna steal from something good. And if you're gonna steal from something crappy, put a good twist on it. The trouble is if you're starting with a crappy premise and then you steal from something good, you really have to work hard and commit to that in order for it to pay off. The trouble is that we're mixing something really campy with something really edgy, and it became kind of schizophrenic. It didn't commit to it. I feel as though if Power Rangers could have just committed to the Breakfast Club feel just a little bit more, they could have had a really great payoff. Also, if they had a little bit better star power, I can't imagine that Iron Man would have done as well if we didn't have somebody like Robert Downey Jr. playing it. Right now, it's hard to imagine a world without Iron Man. But you gotta think, when Iron Man came out, it wasn't a widespread property like it is today. It wasn't a household name, like some people knew about it. It would be more akin to like the Guardians of the Galaxy or Black Panther, which is coming out. What they had was they had star power and the trust of Disney and Marvel to actually push this material. With Power Rangers, we have a lesser used studio pushing out a lesser known property with almost no star power. It's hard to imagine that they would have done as well as any other movie in its genre could have. I mean, this movie is batting up against juggernauts. So, like I said, it was pretty much doomed to fail. However, I enjoyed it. It's a guilty pleasure movie. I wouldn't It's not a go I will rush out to see in the movie theaters. It's definitely a wait and see it at home on DVD and or Netflix. Have you seen the Power Rangers? What did you think of it? Who's your favorite Power Ranger? What's your favorite Power Ranger series? Was it the TV series, the Samurai series, the Turbo, the Space? It's been 20, 30 years of Power Rangers. You've got to have seen one at some point growing up. Anyways, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Here's my latest video, and here's another video you might be interested in. Have a great day.